When you think of your pro dance dreams, would you say that you are interested in making those dreams a reality? Or would you say that you are committed? Interest is the feeling of a person whose attention, concern, or curiosity is particularly engaged by something. Commitment is the state or quality of being dedicated to a cause or activity. Those sound very, very different, right? And I want you to remember these two definitions. Interest is a feeling, and commitment is a state or quality of which you are. And the reason why I want you to remember this is because feelings are fleeting and qualities, in my opinion, are a little bit more permanent. Did you know that when you make a commitment, you actually improve your results? You build trust with others and yourself, and it can foster high performance. We often break our commitments when things get tough. When it's 30 degrees out and you're in your warm bed and you don't want to go on your run, or if you packed your lunch and your coworkers are going out to eat, or lastly, you have a dance class scheduled for a Saturday morning, but your friends are going out the night before. In all of these instances, can you say that you are truly committed, or are you just interested in making your dreams a reality? And with this difference between interest and commitment, when you're interested in doing something, you only do it when the circumstances permit, right? Like when it's nice outside, you want to go on your run. But when you're committed to something, you accept no excuses and only result. And I want you to think back of a time where you did follow through with your commitments, because you have before, right? You've most likely gotten your driver's license and you committed to that process to make that happen. Or you might have gone to college and going through the application process and making sure that you applied to all of the colleges that you wanted to go to. That all took commitment. And so if you think back to those times, you can say, yes, I have been committed before and I've followed through on my commitments. And when you think about those things, what did you actually do to achieve those goals? Did you hire a driver's ed coach to help you drive around instead of your parents sitting next to you and yelling at you? Or did you hire a college counselor to help guide you in the process of what it takes to actually make it into the school of your dreams? You most likely needed someone to show you how to do it along the way and to hold you accountable to your commitments. And when you think about all the commitments that you followed through in the past, it shows you that you can again follow through on your commitment to making it onto your dream team, whether it's semi-pro, NFL, or NBA. If you've done it once, you can do it again. It just needs a little bit of thought, preparation, and actually committing to the process versus just being interested, just dabbling in it, just taking a few classes here and there, just, doing the surface level to get you by. And then what? You show up to auditions and you may feel really prepared or you may not. But the commitment to actually making it onto your team, that is going to take day in and day out commitment to your goal. Because when things get difficult, we find reasons why we can't keep those promises to ourselves, and then we just easily shift focus. The interesting thing, though, is that commitment actually strengthens your integrity and it builds self-confidence. And I can't tell you the amount of dancers who come to me and say, I lack confidence. I lack confidence in my ability. I lack confidence in my skills, my choreo retention, all these different things. But when you actually commit and you actually decide that you are going to do this, that builds your self-confidence in itself because you are showing yourself that you follow through on what you say that you're going to do. You have a plan for 3 workouts this week, and you are going to commit to that because you are someone who has no excuses, who tells themselves that they're going to do it no matter what because you have committed. So again, my question to you is, are you interested in making your dream team, or are you committed to making your dreams a reality? If you're committed, say, I'm committed. I know I can't hear you, but I just want you to say it out loud while you're listening to me or watching me. There are 4 elements to having strong commitment. You need strong desire. You need keystone actions. You need to be able to count the costs. And then you also need to act on your commitments, not your feelings. When it comes to having a strong desire, in the beginning of every year, I have our dancers who are in our program go through a vision boarding workshop. And that is because we need to know what our why is. What is that driving force? Is it because you grew up sitting next to your parents in the stadium and you saw those dancers or cheerleaders on the floor or field and you just knew that was going to be you one day and you want to make your parents proud? Or is it that your mom was an NFL cheerleader and you want to follow in her footsteps? Or is it that you know that you have this in you and that you are destined to be really great and be a professional dancer? All of those options are amazing, and those all tie back to your why. And that is going to be the driving force that supports you day in and day out of following through on your commitment. Because if you don't have that strong desire and you just are like, I just really want it, personally, I don't think that is enough. Because honestly, making the team is just the tip of the iceberg. NFL, NBA, semi-pro, it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of commitment, a lot of long nights, early mornings, and everything in between. And then you have life on top of it. And again, if you don't have that strong desire, if you don't have that why driving you now when you're not even on the team, it is just going to be amplified when you do make it onto a team. And so going back to that why, that strong desire of why you actually want it, is going to help you follow through on your commitment. Because when you're having a bad day, or you don't want to wake up early, or you want to have pizza with your friends and you're like, no, I'm committed to my protein goals. Maybe I'll have half a slice or a slice and then focus on the chicken, whatever it is. When those times come, and I know that they're going to, you go back to your vision, your why, your goals, and that will help re-solidify your commitment to this. Okay, next we have keystone actions. These are going to be your core actions that are going to get you the results that you're after. If you've been in this space before, I will say it until I'm blue in the face. You can take as many dance classes as you want, but that is not going to get you there. What got you here won't get you there, right? What got you to this part of your life, to the ability that you are at right now, is probably dance classes, taking classes, taking classes, taking classes. But if you don't have feedback integrated into this process, it is going to do you a disservice because you don't know what you need to work on. And you can guess, you can say, oh, I know that I'm like, I forget my retention, or I need to work on my performance, or I've been told that I was soft. But what does that really mean? And what does that mean for you and your body and how you execute? If no one has ever told you those specific things, then you need some feedback, right? You don't have to come to me for it, but you need to be integrating that feedback portion into your keystone actions, right? So is it taking classes for retention? Is it performing full out with facials? Attending our power and performance workshops in our Unleash Your Inner Pro program? Is it working on your nutrition? Is it working on your fitness? All of those different things, those actions that are going to make your dreams a reality, I actually urge you to write them down. Did you know that your goal is 80% more likely to happen if it's written down? So thinking I'm going to work out 3 times this week strength training versus writing it down. Bonus points if you write it down on Sunday in your calendar, block it off as if it's an appointment with yourself and you don't skip it. You're just following along on your day. Your schedule's already written out and you know that you are working out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, strength training, right? 80% more likely to happen when you write your goal down. It's crazy. When was the last time you wrote your dance goals down? I want to be taking 3 classes a week. I want to be strength training twice a week. I want to make sure that I'm hitting 140 grams of protein per my body weight. Whatever it is, write it down. Okay? Next, we have to count the costs. This is number 3 in our elements of having a strong commitment. And you might be asking yourself, like, what do you mean? What is the cost? Well, there's monetary, right? You are going to need to invest in yourself. I invest in coaches all the time. When I was dancing, I was investing in getting in front of the right people at any moment I possibly could. You have time that is going to come into play because sometimes you're not going to be able to go out with your friends or spend time with your family or go out with your partner. And again, if you are having a hard time doing this now, of giving up certain pieces of your life, then I really want you to reconsider if dancing in the pro sports entertainment space is right for you. Like, oh no, I'll make it work when I'm on the team. Act as if you are on the team now. Okay? NFL. You could have practices on Saturday with a game on Sunday or Monday. You could have Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday practice with a Sunday or Monday or Thursday game. NBA, you have a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday practice schedule with a 0 to 4 games per week commitment. If you cannot give up time now, how are you going to do it when you're on a team? So you need to start thinking about those things: time, money, and anything else that might be here. And it's up to you. You're going to have to give up being comfortable. You're going to have to start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? What are all those costs that come with this goal? Write them all out and then think about, what's my solution for this? Okay, time. I'm going to become the best at time management. That way I can spend at least 2 hours with my partner on Thursdays from this time to this time. Or I'm going to make sure every Sunday afternoon I'm with my family because I know that's a super important piece to me. What are those things that are going to help you get through the costs? Money. Are you getting Starbucks every morning? Are you going out to lunch? Are you not making your own food? If you don't have the money to make your dreams a reality, where are you spending that's not serving you? How can you get laser focused, create a budget that is going to help you get your dream? Or is it really not that important to you? I'm sure that if you actually looked at your budget, you could find some places to hone it in and then redirect that money to help make your dreams a reality. Now, last one, we act on commitments, not feelings. Have you heard the Mel Robbins when she wakes up from bed and she's okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, she gets up? I did that this morning. I'm pretty sure I also did it yesterday morning too, right? Because it's like cold in the morning and you want to lay and be comfortable. And I have the most snuggly dog laid up next to me after I finish writing for 30 minutes. But I have my schedule planned out to the minute until 6 or 7 o'clock at night. And I know that I want to tackle everything that I have on my to-do list and my vision, my goals, my dreams, right? And so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're up, we're going. We're going on a dub, we're making our little protein hot chocolate, and we are tackling the day. And we act on commitments, not on feelings. Because my feelings would be, I just want to snuggle with my dog for another 15 minutes. But my commitment to myself is also to my schedule, is to my fitness goals, is to my program, this TCC community. So that is where I act on my commitments, not my feelings. And there will be times when you don't feel like doing those activities that you wrote out of your actions, right? All those actions that need to happen to get you to your goal. There's going to be times when you don't want to. You say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Or you just follow the plan. You follow the schedule that you have planned out in the beginning of the week and you just commit to it. It doesn't matter what your feelings are. because you're just following this schedule. And honestly, it takes so much thinking out of your brain to have those actions written down and then implemented in your schedule every week to be able to get you to where you want to go. And when you don't feel like doing those things during this time, you will learn how to act on your commitment and not your feelings. Because if you don't, you won't build momentum and you'll get stuck, or even worse, you're just going to give up. Learning to do things regardless of how you feel is a core discipline of success. And ultimately, our commitments shape our lives. A personal commitment is a promise that you make to yourself to take specific actions. I want to know, what specific commitments are you going to make to yourself this week or this month to make your dreams a reality? Comment them below so I can help cheer you on. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you had any aha moments, I would love to hear them. Make sure that you rate, review, and subscribe to YouTube and our podcasts. And then if you are committed and you said, yes, I'm committed to this, I encourage you to join us at our NFL mock auditions in Las Vegas, March 15th. And I cannot wait to see you there and cheer you on. I will link everything below, and I'll talk to you next week.